Hey all, I wanted to talk about the parable of the two wolves. There are many versions of this. This is a particular favorite version of mine. If you've never heard it before, kind of buckle up because it's going to take you on a little bit of a journey pretty quick. I'll tell you the parable. I'm going to talk about it and then we'll read it again so we can digest it in a new light. An old Cherokee told his grandfather, "My son, there is a battle between two wolves within us all. One is darkness. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, inferiority, lies, and ego. The other is lightness. It is joy, peace, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy, and truth." The boy thought about it and asked, "Grandfather, which wolf wins?" The old man quietly replied, "The one you feed." I really love this one. I love it for many reasons. Let's sort of review it a little piece by piece. I love that it is a battle, not a war. Not a war to be won. There's no end point. It is a battle that is constantly being fought within us all. It is never over. It is never there's no victory day. It's a struggle, a constant struggle. And that is something that needs to be considered, is that you're never done. Is that you're never done feeding one wolf versus the other. And I like that it is darkness versus lightness, not good versus bad, not good versus evil. There's no morality to it. There's just lightness and there's darkness, and both one needs the other in order to exist. And even in the perfect lightness, there's always a little bit of darkness, and in all of the darkness, and an all-encompassing darkness, in order to feel that darkness, you need light to have that contrast. And I love that because it's something that it takes the human equation out of it. It's just realizing that there's always going to be goodness, lightness versus darkness and like bad. There's never it's just something that's always going to be in the universe, that there's never they're naturally two different sides of the same coin, and that there's always, even in the best of habits, there can be bad things, and in the worst of habits, there can be good things that can be gleaned from it. And I love that it's the one you feed. I love that it's a practice of feeding one versus the other. It's not a binary, you always feed one, you always feed the other. It's the one you consistently feed. It's the one that you regularly feed. And whether you like it or not, you are feeding one versus the other. It might not be a conscious choice. And if it's not a conscious choice, maybe you're probably on a day-to-day basis feeding that dark wolf, and maybe not. And it's something that has to be practiced, that feeding the light wolf in your day-to-day life, in your everyday actions, in everything you do. It's something you have to consider. Am I feeding that light wolf or the dark wolf? And again, it's a battle, not a war. It's the outcome can change every single day. There's an ebb and flow to it. Everybody has good days, everybody has bad days. And it's just something to consider, that it's a continuous struggle. It's never over, and you wouldn't want it to be over. It makes you better. It makes that good wolf better. It makes that light wolf better through practice. And it takes that dark wolf away a little bit, lessens his bite, if you will. So let me read that again now that we've talked about it a bit. An old Cherokee told his grandson, "My son, there is a battle between two wolves within us all. One is darkness. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, inferiority, lies, and ego. The other is lightness. It is joy, peace, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy, and truth." The boy thought about it and asked, "Grandfather, which wolf wins?" The old man quietly replied, "The one you feed." Think about that for a little bit, everybody. Enjoy.